Let's talk a little bit about the microwave mentality. Now, I've mentioned this in previous audios, and that's just a term that I came up with. I don't even know if it's a real term or not, but it's just a term that simply relates to people who just want results quick, fast, in a hurry. These are the type of people who have the mentality that once they focus on something, it's supposed to be poof ready and perfect whenever they want it and quickly. And they have no concept of understanding that sometimes things require time, sometimes things require sacrifice. They don't understand that. They figure that the minute they pay their attention to something and they're serious about it, that something is supposed to automatically evolve and turn into exactly what they want for immediate use. That's what I define as the microwave mentality. And unfortunately, we have a lot of that in time during these times. Excuse me. When it comes to certain goals, though, people have to come to terms with the fact that it takes time for things to be accomplished. Your education, you have a certain time frame that you have to go through. You have to go through a school day. You have to go through school quarters, school semesters, school years. There's a certain amount of time, and it doesn't matter what you may feel on the first day of class. You still have to go through the process to get through to the last day of class. And you can't just speed up that time. Now, if you are in a situation where you're in a self-paced course, that's different. But the majority of situations, even with online education, they have certain time blocks designated for your courses. You have to achieve certain milestones during that time in order to reach the final goal at a certain time. You may get ahead of it. It may take a little bit longer, but there's a baseline amount of time. It's not going to happen the same day that you fill out the application for the school. It's not going to happen where, as soon as you get accepted, you get the degree the next day. It doesn't work that way. It requires time. Relationships require time. This is a big one. You can't turn around and meet someone today and decide that you're going to do all of these things tomorrow. There have been some rare occasions where people have felt right away that's exactly what they want. Okay, let's say you do meet someone today and you get together tomorrow because that's someone you want. But keep in mind, you've been wanting that type of person for a long period of time. That desire, that thought, that ambition has been with you for a while. So even though you've only been together for a short period of time, one or both of you have had that desire and that focus on that relationship for a long time. So it wasn't immediate. People always talk about, well, they didn't get to know each other long enough. Well, you don't know how people are. You don't know what they went through up until the time they met that person. You don't know the process they've gone through. So I'm not going to pass any judgment. Some people might want to side-eye, that's fine. But if you don't know that person well enough, you can't place any judgment. But the microwave mentality has allowed a lot of people to miss out on a lot of things. And it affects their attitude because they're very impatient when it comes to people. They're very impatient when it comes to their job. Things that are important, that are part of their daily life. They develop a very impatient attitude toward their job, so that affects their performance and opportunities for advancement. They become impatient with the people at home, be it the spouse or the children, partner or children, and because that breaks down the relationship because they don't have any patience, so therefore they're deemed as not approachable. They don't, that they're just not cooperative, so people don't want to deal with them in that aspect. As far as dealing with friends and relatives, sometimes, you're not that person that people can go to when it comes to problems or working things out because you have such a quick thought process, very impulsive, and you're not rational. So when it comes to problem solving, you're the last person they call, if they call you at all. So there's a time where you could use a microwave mentality, and there's a time where you can't. Now, some people refer to it as quick thinking, but I look at quick thinking as a positive thing. Sometimes you do have to think on your feet. There's nothing wrong with that. But I mean the mentality, the microwave mentality. I'm talking about an overall concept that you're supposed to have things quick, fast, and right away. And that's a dangerous way to live because you miss out on opportunities, you miss out on relationships, you miss out on things that last for a long period of time because you've always had a short mentality when it came to dealing with things. You don't keep anything for long periods of time. And a lot of people who think this way usually wind up dying alone. They usually do. Now, there's nothing wrong with living at a fast pace. That's different because it depends on what the situation calls for. Or if you live in that environment, if you're getting things accomplished in a healthy space with a healthy mindset and you have a good and positive attitude about it, there's nothing wrong with working fast as long as you work well. But some of these people are just downright spoiled. That's all it is to it. They're spoiled. You know, all they care about is getting what they want when they want, and they want it quick, fast, in a hurry. And if it's not quick, fast, in a hurry, to them it's not any good. So I hope that brings a little clarity as to what the microwave mentality is. I sincerely hope that some of you do not have this mentality. If you do, I sincerely hope that you are working on changing that, because life doesn't work that way. It just doesn't. And some people actually go a little crazy when they find out they can't get what they want right away because they're so used to life being like that. And it's just not true. It's not realistic. So with that, I'm going to go ahead and bid you peace and love. Have a great day.